Sarah held her daughter's hand as the doctor spoke. The words seemed to come from far away, muffled, unreal. Stage 4. Inoperable. 6 months, maybe less. Emma was 7 years old. 7. She should have been worrying about homework and playground games. Instead, she was dying. Sarah was a single mother. Emma's father had left when she was 2. It had always been just the two of them. Sarah and Emma against the world. And now the world was taking her little girl away. That night, after Emma fell asleep, Sarah sat in the kitchen and cried. Not the quiet, dignified tears shed in the hospital. These were raw, broken sobs that shook her entire body. How could she do this? How could she watch her daughter die? But in the morning, Emma woke up smiling. "Mama," she said, climbing into Sarah's bed. "My birthday is in 3 months. I will be 8. Sarah's heart broke. Emma did not understand. 3 months. The doctor had said 6 months, maybe less. Would Emma even make it to her birthday? "Yes, baby," Sarah said, holding her daughter close. "You will be 8. Can we have a big party?" Emma asked. "With a princess castle cake? And all my friends?" Sarah swallowed the lump in her throat. "The biggest party ever," she promised. "I promise." Emma hugged her mother tight. "I love you, Mama. I love you more," Sarah whispered. Over the next weeks, Emma's condition worsened. The chemotherapy made her sick. Her beautiful brown hair fell out. She grew thin and weak. But through it all, she talked about her birthday party. The princess castle cake. The decorations. The games they would play. Sarah realized something. Emma knew. On some level, her 7-year-old daughter understood that this might be her last birthday. And she was choosing to be excited anyway. Choosing joy over fear. Sarah made a decision. If this was going to be Emma's last birthday, it would be perfect. More than perfect. It would be magical. She started planning. Not just a party. An entire day of dreams coming true. Sarah worked 3 jobs to make ends meet. But she took time off. Used her savings. Called in every favor she'd ever earned. Because nothing mattered except giving Emma this one perfect day. First, she contacted the local fire department. Emma had always loved firefighters. The chief, a kind man named Tom, did not hesitate. "We will make it special," he promised. Next, Sarah reached out to a princess character company. Too expensive. Way too expensive. But when she explained about Emma, about the diagnosis, the owner's voice cracked. "No charge," she said. "We will be there." Sarah's co-workers heard about the party. They started a collection. Money appeared in envelopes. Gifts showed up at her door. The community was rallying around one little girl's last birthday. Emma's school wanted to help. Her teacher, Mrs. Rodriguez, organized the entire 2nd grade class to make decorations. Birthday cards. Handmade gifts. Every child in the class would be at the party. Sarah's mother flew in from across the country. She'd been estranged from Sarah for years. But when she heard about Emma, nothing else mattered. "I am here," she said simply. "Whatever you need." Even Emma's father called. The man who had abandoned them 5 years ago. "I heard about Emma," he said, his voice thick. "Can I come to the party?" "I know I have no right to ask, but..." Sarah wanted to say no. Wanted to tell him he had lost that right years ago. But she thought of Emma. "She would want you there," Sarah said quietly. "Come." The night before the party, Sarah could not sleep. She walked into Emma's room. Her daughter was awake, too thin, too pale, but smiling. "Mama, are you excited for tomorrow?" Sarah sat on the bed. "So excited, baby. Are you?" "It is going to be the best day ever," Emma said. Then, quieter. "Mama, I know I am sick. Really sick." Sarah's breath caught. "Emma, it is okay, Mama. I am not scared. Because I have you. And tomorrow, I get to be a princess." How many kids get to be a real princess? Sarah held her daughter. "You have always been a princess to me." "I know," Emma whispered. "That is why I am not scared." The birthday morning arrived. Sarah woke Emma gently. "Happy birthday, my love. You are 8 years old today." Emma's eyes lit up. Despite the pain, despite the sickness, pure joy shone in her face. "I am 8. The day began with the fire department. A real fire truck pulled up to their small house. Chief Tom and his crew, in full uniform, sang happy birthday. They let Emma sit in the driver's seat, turned on the sirens, made her an honorary firefighter. Emma's laughter rang out, clear and bright and so precious. Next came the princess. Not just any princess, but Emma's favorite. She arrived in a horse-drawn carriage. The actress stayed completely in character, treating Emma like royalty. 'Your Highness,' she said with a deep curtsy. 'Your castle awaits.' The backyard had been transformed. Sarah's neighbors had worked through the night. A giant inflatable castle. Pink and purple decorations everywhere. Tables laden with food. And in the center, the cake. A 3-tier princess castle, more beautiful than Sarah had imagined possible. Emma's classmates arrived, 23 7 and 8-year-olds, running and playing and celebrating. For those few hours, Emma was not sick. She was just a little girl at her birthday party. Emma's father stood in the corner, tears streaming down his face. He had missed 5 years. 5 years he could never get back. Sarah saw him and, surprisingly, felt no anger. Just sadness. For him. For what he had lost. Sarah's mother approached her. "You have done an amazing job with her. I am so sorry I was not here sooner." Sarah hugged her mother. "You are here now. That is what matters." As the sun began to set, Emma grew tired. Sarah carried her inside, away from the noise and excitement. They sat together in Emma's room. "Did you have a good birthday, baby?" Emma nodded, her small head resting on Sarah's shoulder. "The best birthday ever, Mama." "Thank you." "You are welcome, my love." "Mama," Emma said softly. "I want to tell you something important." "What is it, sweetheart?" "When I am gone, I do not want you to be sad forever. I want you to remember today. Remember me laughing. Remember me being happy." Sarah's vision blurred with tears. "Emma, promise me, Mama. Promise you will be happy again someday." How could Sarah promise that? How could she ever be happy again without her daughter? But looking into Emma's eyes, those wise, 8-year-old eyes, she knew what she had to do. "I promise," Sarah whispered. "I promise I will try. That is all I want," Emma said. "For you to be happy. Because you made me so happy, Mama." Every single day, they sat together as the party wound down outside. Friends and family saying goodbye. The fire truck driving away. The princess departing in her carriage. The sun setting on one perfect day. Emma fell asleep in Sarah's arms. Peaceful. Content. Happy. 3 weeks later, Emma passed away. Peacefully, at home, with Sarah holding her hand. Her last words were, "Thank you for my birthday, Mama." It was magical. The funeral was small but beautiful. Emma's entire second grade class came. 23 children, holding balloons. At the end of the service, they released them into the sky. Pink and purple balloons, rising up, up into the clouds. Emma's teacher, Mrs. Rodriguez, gave Sarah an envelope. "The children wanted to give you this." Inside were letters. 23 letters from 23 7 and 8-year-olds, telling Sarah what Emma had meant to them. One letter, from a shy boy named Marcus, simply said, "Emma was my friend. She was always nice to me. Even when she was sick. She was the bravest person I ever met." Sarah kept that letter. Kept all of them. Reminders that Emma's short life had touched so many people. In the weeks after, Sarah struggled. The house felt empty. Too quiet. Emma's room, exactly as she had left it. The princess decorations from the party, still in boxes in the garage. Sarah's mother stayed. "You do not have to go through this alone," she said. Emma's father came to visit. Not often, but he came. "I cannot make up for the years I missed," he said. "But I want to honor her memory. To be better. Because of her." One day, 3 months after Emma died, Sarah found a note. Tucked in her jewelry box. In Emma's careful, childish handwriting. "Dear Mama, if you are reading this, I am gone. But I am not really gone. I am in the flowers you plant. I am in the songs you sing. I am in every happy memory. Do not be sad, Mama. I had the best life. I had you. Love forever and always, your Princess Emma. P.S. Remember your promise. Be happy. Sarah sat on her bedroom floor and cried. But this time, the tears were different. Still sad. Still full of grief. But also full of gratitude. For 8 years with an extraordinary little girl. For one perfect birthday. For a love that would never die. She kept her promise. Slowly, gradually, painfully, Sarah learned to live again. She started a foundation in Emma's name, helping other families dealing with childhood cancer, organizing birthday parties for sick children, making memories. Every year on Emma's birthday, Sarah released pink and purple balloons. Not in sadness but in celebration. Celebrating the 8 years they had together. The one perfect party. The promise she made and kept. 5 years later, Sarah stood in a hospital, helping another mother plan her daughter's birthday party. The little girl, 6 years old, bald from chemotherapy, smiled at Sarah. "You promise it will be magical?" the girl asked. Sarah knelt down. "I promise. Because every child deserves one magical day. And you, sweetheart, are going to have the most magical birthday ever." The mother watched, tears in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered to Sarah. "You are welcome," Sarah said. "I am doing this for my daughter. She taught me that even in the darkest times, we can choose joy. We can make magic." That night, Sarah went home. She looked at Emma's photo on the mantle. 8 years old, wearing a princess crown, laughing at her birthday party. "I kept my promise, baby," Sarah said softly. "I am happy. Not every day. But I am trying. And I am helping others, just like you would want." In her heart, she felt it. A warmth. A peace. Emma was proud of her. Love does not end when life does. It transforms. It grows. It touches new lives. Emma's 8 years on Earth had created ripples that would continue forever. In the birthday parties Sarah helped organize. In the families she supported. In the memories she helped create. Emma lived on. And on Emma's birthday every year, as Sarah released those pink and purple balloons, she whispered the same words, "Happy birthday, my princess. Thank you for teaching me that love is stronger than loss. That joy is a choice. That magic is real. I love you. Forever and always." The balloons rose into the sky. And somewhere, Sarah knew, Emma was smiling.